Hi everyone, this is Dallin, Candland. Welcome back to Yield Today. I want to talk a little bit today about self-care and my 3 very fast tips to have a better attitude when it comes to self-care. And number 1 is just treating yourself. So that's really important. You should always be willing to just drop everything and just go out and do something fun for yourself or just go not always buying yourself things, but just, hey, this is what I'm working towards and I'm going to help myself get there, Because like with me being out of the house, kind of, there'll come a point where I'm not going to really have my parents as much. I'll be married or whatever. Maybe that'll take a while. Maybe it won't. But the thing is, it's important that I have a good relationship with myself. I should be willing to treat myself in little ways. This could be playing a little video game. This could be, calling a friend. This could be watching a TV show that you enjoy. All these different things. They're treating yourself. They're showing yourself, hey, it's okay. I'm willing to do this for you. I'm willing to help you out. And this really goes back to this definition of self-esteem that really changed my perspective while I was on my mission trip. I had some little depression episodes, but I'm thankful for those because they taught me to really dive deep into understanding this and working on these things, this different self-care, these plugins, these things you can do to kind of help you when you're having a rough time. So treating yourself is a really good thing. There's so many different ways to do it. Number 2 is just slowing down. I am so bad at this, but I promise you I'm going to keep trying. Slowing down goes along very well with simplicity. Slowing down is like, hey, I'm just going to do this. When you do this, and then I'm done. It's giving yourself a deadline. It's letting yourself chill out a little bit. It's not getting so caught up in finishing the race super strong, because the thing is, the race isn't even close to being over yet. We're all running a marathon of life. None of us are running a 100-meter sprint of life. We're all running a marathon. So slowing down is always good. Regathering your pace, trying again, knowing, taking some notes. That's why I try to journal every single stinking day. It's because it helps me to slow down, helps me to reevaluate my pace. Can I pick it up? What should I do? Should I call somebody? Should I do different things to pick up the pace? What should I be doing? It's really important to do this. I also will meditate. Lately, I've been meditating about what I'm going to do the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. That's super helpful. By the time this episode comes out, I'll be deep in another semester at BYU, Idaho. I just wanted to record these beforehand so you knew that you could count on me to get these episodes out. And I'm trying to get better at it. Praying too. That's another good way to slow down, because I always am going to need God's help to help me become who I need to be. That's just a part of me. You can't really separate that part of me. And also just going along with prayer is just that gratitude. It's super, super important. Number 3 is just reconnecting with yourself. This is kind of the same thing as slowing down, but I thought it deserved its own point because it's been very valuable for me. This is like writing a note to yourself. This is writing a note to another person. It's kind of giving yourself a little bit of a checkup, because if you're feeling sick, you should go to the doctor. If your business is doing terrible, I really hope you're getting some kind of consulting help or you're figuring out yourself. But getting to know yourself, I think, is very in line with self-care. Is just like, okay, this is what you've been able to do. And kind of goes along with another thing of just tracking things so you know how you're doing. Lately, I've been tracking my happiness. Every couple hours, I've been trying to do it, and it was inspired by a book called The Motivational Hacker by Nick Winter. And that's been really helpful for me, honestly. Because it's like, okay, 11:50 a.m. this day, I was at Costco with my roommate Christian and his brother, and this is how I was feeling. This is how I was doing out of 10. The very next day is the very exact same time, but I was doing a different activity. How was I feeling? Nick Winter was able to track this for like years and found out like skydiving was cool, but there was all this build up time to it. And so it wasn't quite as valuable for him. So you can do this with your life. That's kind of what I'm saying. Because if you're living a life that you're not like digging into it, it can really hold yourself back because you could totally miss opportunities. I feel like we all sometimes miss these opportunities because we don't realize how valuable they are. We don't realize how valuable they are because we're not tracking them. We're not doing these little things. And so I really hope that this episode was helpful for you. It was short. It was sweet. I hope it was helpful. Next time that you're having kind of a self-esteem, self-care battle, remember you can treat yourself, you can slow down, or number 3, you can reconnect with yourself. If you're having a really rough time, it might be hard to treat yourself, it might be hard to slow down. You can always do one of those things though. You can always try to do one of those things and kind of breaking it down, because each of them can be so many different things. It's different for different people. Like if you're a programmer, then more programming would probably burn you out. But if you've never done programming in your life, you want to get into it, then programming could be that thing you enjoy to kind of help you feel like, hey, I'm making progress. So those are some things that have been helpful for me. Just so valuable to reconnect with yourself, know that you're special, and just yielding today, like getting something out of today, because if you yield today, it will be a better tomorrow. It will. So that's all I have for you today.